Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, let's jump straight into the TA. Now, taking a look at Moonriver on the weekly chart real quick, you can see that we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high in February down to the swing low in January this year, and we're retracing back down to where we came from. So we are retracing back down effectively to this low at $6. So this is going to be a very lucrative buying opportunity for anyone looking to get into Moonriver, especially if your average buying price is somewhere up here at $20, $50, $100, $200. You want to be averaging in at these positions here or at these prices to average down your buy-in price, because the lower your average buy-in price, the more profit you're going to make in the bull market when you're going to be selling. And technically speaking, once a price is coming back down to a support level, and in this case we have a support here at $6 roughly, there is a good chance that you're going to see a bounce from that level just because you had a bounce previously. So there is going to be demand in this area because people are going to be seeing that, well, the last time the price reversed here, so we're definitely going to be, buying at this same price in case we see the same thing happen. So it's just sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, so to speak. Now, that's pretty much it for the weekly chart. There's not a lot to talk about because the token has been simply correcting from this local high that we printed in February, and we already saw like a 55% move to the downside. So this is definitely a good buying opportunity. I'm still averaging into Moonriver. All of my buy alerts, as always, are going to be on Patreon. But for the weekly chart, that's pretty much everything. Let's quickly switch over to the daily chart and see what's going on here. So already I can see that the EMAs are overextended. So there's a huge gap in between the EMAs, and that is typically a sign of a reversal. That means a reversal is going to happen sometime soon, or at least a short-term retracement. So as you can see in this local downtrend, we are in this local downtrend right now, and once you get overextended, you just typically have a retracement to the upside, and then you continue down, just like the one you had over here, right? You went down, little retracement, another leg down, a little retracement, another leg down. So we could have a little retracement to the upside here. Maybe we get to $7.30 before June 14th if we're going to be seeing a pullback on June, right? Because we still don't know what the Fed is going to be going for. Are they going to be increasing the interest rates? Are they going to be going for a pause? I don't know if the Fed even know what they're going to be doing. I mean, we're just waiting for the CPI data to come out on June 13th. That is going to be one of the deciding factors. So keep your eyes, peeled on the news on June 13th, because if the CPI data comes in hot, we are definitely going to be seeing another 25 basis points hike, and if that happens, the current expectation is in favor of a pause. So if that happens, then obviously the S&P 500 and the crypto markets are going to be seeing a pullback. Now, in case we do lose this January 2023 low, you have the minimal target to the downside at $5.29. Now, that is your 1.272 fib. Now, obviously, long-term viewers will know that the 1.618 is your technical target after you lose the first fib, which is over here at $6.16. But in this case, this is going to be quite the pullback if we were to come all the way down there. So maybe we just have a retracement to the 1.272, which in fact, from where we are right now, is going to be approximately a 16% correction to the 1.618. Is a 32% pullback. So I'm not saying it's impossible. It's definitely possible. We could get all the way down here to the 1.618 and retest $4.34. That is not going to be bullish by any means because we're going to be losing a massive support level. So yeah, just keep in mind that once you lose a massive support level, you're sort of just continuing in the downtrend, right? So our hope was that we were going to continue with this local uptrend we were going to start breaking the August 2022 high. Unfortunately, that did not end up happening, and we had a massive pullback. And yeah, let's see what the markets bring. Obviously, I don't care whatever it is. I'm good with a pullback. I'm good for another 6 months in a bear market. Like, I don't care at all. I love buying in at these cheap prices. However, I do understand some people want the markets to start moving up, but you know, you don't always get what you want. So let's just try to react to what we get. And currently the daily RSI, as you can see, is above this red support trend line. Now, we did see a few bounces off this red support trend line, and the white support trend line above us has been a resistance level for, you know, for a few times here. We had a bounce in August, a bounce in November last year, then we sort of held it as support here in January. So I do think that right now is an amazing buying opportunity, regardless of what the RSI tells you, because if you look at the price action, you're at this very low. You're basically at the all-time low for Moonriver, so why wouldn't you be averaging in? Now let's quickly switch over to the weekly chart one more time. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Now, taking a look at the weekly chart here, as you can see, we do have a descending resistance trend line. So we had a bounce over here in August, we had a bounce over here in February, another bounce in April, and each time you print a higher low. So that is you know, you could say this is a symmetrical triangle if you discount this low, so you don't count that in. You do have a symmetrical triangle playing out here, and if you were looking to get a technical target, what you can do is you can set up a trend line from the bottom to the top of the triangle, and you can measure the move if we do get a breakout. So it's going to be an unrealistic target to the downside, so that is why we pull out the fib and we take a look at the 1.618 here and the 1.272 as our minimal targets. So I would just be looking at the 20 EMA as your major resistance down the line. So once we break out of that, once we break above this descending resistance trend line, we should be good to go. Now, also something that you should keep in mind is that the volume should be confirming our breakout. So we need the volume indicator to show us that we do have a bunch of volume coming in to confirm the breakout, that it's not just a fake out, as they say. So you can see that the volume is basically, you know, it's non-existent here at this very moment. But during the bull market, during the hype cycle, so to speak, we're going to be getting a lot of volume coming in, sort of what we were seeing back in 2021. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. The volume is a very important indicator. Now, jumping back to the weekly, we're on the stochastic here, and as you can see, the stochastic is down in the oversold, so we're below the index of 20, and the last time we were down there was back in January 2023, and that was a good buying opportunity before we saw the move to the upside into February. So this could be a similar opportunity where we are able to buy in right now before the move to the upside into August, September, which is when I'm expecting to see a bull trap. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know if I missed out anything important on the charts. I'm gonna see you in the next update. Take care and goodbye.